What's going on, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video, guys. And in today's video, guys, we are going to be talking about Manchester United's last game that we went and played, Liverpool, guys, at home at Old Trafford, guys. Yes, guys, no messing about. Let's just get straight into today's video. We made 10 changes from the last game against Leicester City. Talking about the starting 11, so we started with Henderson, Wan-Bissaka, Bailly, Lindelof, Shaw, McTominay, Fred, Rashford, Fernandes, Pogba and Cavani. Getting into the overall reaction now. A comedy of errors. Liverpool boost top 4 hopes with win at Man United. That defending is fucking dreadful. I miss Harry Maguire. It's embarrassing. It's disappointing, annoying and frustrating. I'm annoyed and frustrated. Not good enough. That's by far the worst Liverpool team as well. I don't want to see Henderson in goal for the Europa League Final. Once again, we conceded another 2 set pieces. Get a set piece coach in. We will never win the league with that midfield. Get the money out. We need to make signings in the summer. Ollie made some baffling decisions. We created chances that we didn't take. The first 20 minutes were brilliant. Then we sat back. We let Liverpool have half a chance to get Champions League football for next season. Shocking performance. It is what it is. Onwards and upwards. We move on. Now, before I start today's video, I'm fuming. I'm really fuming from that result yesterday. I don't think I'm still hurting from it, but I'm just disappointed that we lost that yesterday to Liverpool. This is a fixture that we all look at and we say, right, this is a massive game. Especially coming into this game, they've not won at Old Trafford for the last 7 years. We all know what happened last night. Yes, we got battered 4-2, but I'm fuming with this team because what I was going to say then, I'll not say it actually. I'm starting off with this Liverpool team. They're by far the worst Liverpool team that they put out there last night. They're playing the Chuckle brothers at the back. That Reece Williams and that Nathaniel Phillips. More like Robbie Williams and Captain Phillips. These lot are playing like the Chuckle brothers at the back. They're playing the Chuckle brothers at the back. They've got no centre-backs. Matip, Van Dijk, Kabak. You list those centre-backs that they've got right now. Ben Davis. They're all out injured. And Jurgen Klopp is relying on 2 youngsters. The Chuckle brothers. Robbie Williams and Captain Phillips. Not good enough. They were there for the taking yesterday, and what did I say in my last video? I said that they will be there for the taking. I'm fuming, because we should have won that yesterday, and that is by far the worst Liverpool team ever going right now. I don't care that they've got Jota, I don't care that they've got Mane, I don't care they've got Firmino, and I don't care that they've got Salah. I'll tell you what, going into that game, Firmino has never scored against Man United. What happened yesterday? He scored 2 goals, but I'll tell you now, our defending was absolutely the worst defending I've ever seen from Manchester United. Not good enough defending, and that's why we need a proper centre-back in the summer. Get the money out and get spending in the summer, because I am fuming with that defending. That defending is the worst defending I have ever seen this season. Hands down. Rubbish defending, crap, spineless defending. Worst defending I've ever fucking seen. Split us open like a Christmas turkey. Just not good enough by this team. I'm sick and tired of this crap defending, week in and week out, game in and game out. You know what? A few weeks ago, we were not conceding goals. We're going back to the old Manchester United now to conceding goals. Bailly, Lindelof are not made for it now. If we had Tuanzebe, what has he done to get benched? Out of these last 4 games, he's only played 1 game, and that was against Leicester. He could have easily played this game. Why did Tuanzebe not play this game? He was my man of the match in the last game out. What has he done to get on that bench? Simple as. That's what I want to know. We know that I'm not the biggest fan of Lindelof. He's another one that he can go in the summer because I'm sick and tired of him. Bailly, I don't know what it's about him, but since he came back with COVID, he's not been at his best. I thought he had a good game yesterday, but the defending was absolutely atrocious. Diabolical defending. The worst defending I've ever seen. They split us open. Absolutely split us open. We were wide open at the back, and it's dreadful defending, and we've got to see it game in and game out, week in and week out. I want this season finished right now. Unbelievable defending, and I could not believe it. I'm sick and tired of this crap defending, week in and week out, game in and game out. We need to start again. Wan-Bissaka, Luke Shaw, they're my fullbacks. Maguire, he's injured, I get that, and now we need another centre back that can be next to Maguire. Get Varane in. Get Varane in. I'd be saying now, and I'll be turning my heads, and I'll be saying, get Varane in. Go and target the best. Go and get Varane. Get him in, and let's see where we are next season. Get Varane in. I am sick and tired of this crap defending. You can get Lindelof out of this football club. You can get Fred out of this football club. You can get McTominay out of this football club. That midfield is awful. absolutely dreadful. Never gonna win us a Premier League, never. Bruno Fernandes, brilliant player, outstanding player, but we've got clowns behind him that cannot do their job. McTominay, piss off, mate. I'm sick and tired of you now, and I'm sick and tired of Fred. Both of you go, because you don't have it now. I don't care that McTominay came from the academy. I'm fuming from that, because it's not good enough. Fred had one of his worst games yesterday. McTominay as well. McFred, Magaloff, crap, absolutely crap. Get them out of this football club. You're never going to win a Premier League with them two in the middle, because they don't have it. They don't have it. What did I make of the performance? Awful, dreadful, shocking and spineless. Absolutely crap performance yesterday by those players. You know what? I thought the first half, we had a good start. First 20 minutes, we had a good start. First 20 minutes, we were playing with a higher line. You could see the high pressing, the high intensity, the high tempo. You saw the energy now we're playing the first 20. We got the first goal. You're thinking, dream start. Let's keep on this good work. You're 1-0 up. What do you do after then? You go and chase after a second. You don't sit back. Don't do an Arsenal and sit back. Go and attack the game. Go and get another goal. And when you get another goal, make it 2-0. It makes them work. Don't sit back. You're never going to sit back against this Liverpool team. It's just not good enough. And this is by far the worst Liverpool team I've ever seen as well. We had a chance to beat them yesterday and we bottled it. What are we? Bottle jobs. Not good enough. Performance was dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. I have no sympathy for those players yesterday, and hang your heads in shame, because that was dreadful. First 20 minutes, fantastic, I thought, and then we capitulated, and then we conceded the first goal, diabolical defending, on a set piece as well, and then you're just thinking, well, let's get to at least half time with 1-1, and let's regroup and let's go again in the second half. We have other ideas, we give away we give away a free kick away, crap defending, and then we go and concede another one, and then second half, not the start we wanted. Luke Shaw gives the ball away. They capitalise on the mistake. 3-1, the game's done and dusted. And then you're thinking, well, what's the reaction? Didn't really do much, didn't really create much, but we got forward. We tried to, be dangerous in our attack. We know we're dangerous on the counter-attack. Then we started to play. Then we sort of started to see more fluidity in the team. Rashford got us a goal. Then you're thinking, right, we're hopeful of getting a draw here. And then 3-2, you're thinking, right, well, let's at least salvage a draw. No, and then Ollie makes a baffling decision. You're chasing down the game, you need a goal. What does he do? He brings Matic, he takes Bailly off for Matic. Bring Van der Beek on, for God's sake. I knew that defence needed some stability last night, and one of Bailly or Lindelof had to go off. But he had another defender on the bench. Twanzebe's not played he's not played a lot of games this season. Bring on Twanzebe. What was up with him? Is he injured or something? He was not injured. He just played against Leicester 90 minutes. He'll be able to play at least half an hour. And he didn't even get a run out. And Ollie's got he's got a lot of blame on this game as well. I mean, I have to take acceptance of the schedule as well, but that's not an excuse, to be honest. I know obviously the Leicester game is acceptable. We lost that, we had to make 10 changes, but most of these players had 3 days. They were in the stands on Tuesday. They watched that game against Leicester, and they couldn't. And we never turned up against a crap Liverpool team. And even Jamie Carragher said that he had no sympathy for those Liverpool players because they've been shite all season. And what do? We go and lose to them at home. And what hurts is we conceded 4 goals at home. Crap. Not good enough. That's now back-to-back losses. We have now lost 6 home games this season. It just says it all. Yeah, it does. This is your main rivals, Liverpool. No one never likes losing this game because we hate each other. United have always been up there against Liverpool. We've always took the fight to them. That was their first time in 7 years that they've beat us. It says it all, yeah, it does. 6 home games that we've lost. Unbeaten away from home this season. But 6 home games. Who have we lost to now? Liverpool, Leicester, Palace, Sheffield, Tottenham, Arsenal. All at home as well. And it just says it all, to be honest. I mean, this week I have to take of acceptance that it's all down to the Premier League of giving us Leicester on a Tuesday, Liverpool on a Thursday. No time to prepare, but I mean, most of that starting 11 were on the bench on Tuesday against Leicester, and they couldn't turn up to a game like this. I know we scored 2 goals, 2 great goals, but it's not good enough at the end of the day. Ollie made some baffling decisions last night in terms of his substitutions. and one of the substitutions is diabolical. He brings off Bailly for Matic. What an unbelievable change. I know, I was baffled myself. I couldn't believe it. With Bailly and Lindelof, right, I know Bailly played against Leicester and he also had some minutes under his belt against Villa. But when I saw Bailly and Lindelof together, the way how they conceded those goals was just not good enough, to be fair. We needed some stability in the defence. We needed to pull off one of the centre-backs. You don't take off one of your centre-backs and bring on Matic. It doesn't work like that. You take off one of your centre-backs, it's like even FIFA knows. When a player in FIFA is having a crap game, the manager pulls off the player. He pulls off the player for another defender because he's had a bad game. And that's what Ollie should have done yesterday. He should have saw one of Lindelof or Bailly had a crap game yesterday. You're coming off and I'm going to bring on Tuanzebe and bring on somebody else in the midfield, take him off and brought Van der Beek on. It's just not good enough. Tuanzebe was there on the bench. I mean, he's only played one game out of these 4 games. Maguire played against Roma, he played against Villa, and then he came in against Leicester and he's got dropped to the bench. What has he done to get dropped to that bench? He played an absolute great game against Leicester and he's got dropped. Just says it all, to be honest. United have now conceded 27 goals at home this season. There's only 2 teams that have conceded more goals, which is Newcastle 29 and West Brom 34. Why have we conceded too many goals at home this season? Set pieces. Set pieces for me. All these goals have come on set pieces for me. They all come from corners and free kicks. I remember the game against Everton, we conceded a last minute goal. We were 3-2 up. We conceded a goal right at the last minute and they salvaged a point out of it. That was a free kick. Leicester in the week, they scored on a corner. We've conceded on another corner again and we gave away another free kick that they've scored on. Set piece after set piece after set piece. I'm going to analyse these 2 cup goals that we gave away. On your screen right now, you will see about 8 players that are not man-marking their player. Why are we not man-marking these players? This is what I want to know. I want someone from the media to say, why are these players not man-marking their players? 8 of those players are not marking. At least 2 players are doing their job marking a player. But 8 of those players are not marking them. Why is that? I don't know myself. Zonal marking to its best. We think we can do this zonal marking. It don't work. Under Mourinho, we were not doing that. Under Ollie, the players think they're going to get away with it. You cannot defend like that. That is crap zonal marking to its best. Not good enough. And look at this one as well. The free kick. That free kick comes from Firmino. And Pogba is not in his zone. He doesn't see Firmino. He's not marking him once again. There's no players marking who. And once again, we concede another crap goal. Most of these goals at home this season have come from set pieces. And we need to get a set piece coach in. Because not one of these coaches don't see it. Dempsey, McKenna, Carrick, Fletcher, none of them see it. Mike Phelan doesn't see it. Ollie doesn't see it. Someone needs to say to these lot, we are zonal marking. Get on your man. Let's get some defenders in. If I was these scouts now, I'd say, look at Varane, look at Koundé, and look at Torres. Let's get one of these in now, in the summer. Let's pay up the Glazers, get your money out, and let's get spending. Because we know that team, we probably need at least 3-4 signings this summer to get competing again. Because that defending yesterday against Liverpool was diabolical. Absolutely diabolical. Not good enough. Who is my man of the match? Now this is interesting. Who is my man of the match? I'll tell you what, many of those players had a crap game yesterday. Except a few players. Henderson could have done better with the 3rd goal. Unbelievable goalkeeping. I don't want to see him in the final, by the way. Wan-Bissaka, I think he was the only one that had a decent game, to be honest. Bailly, crap game. Lindelof, crap game. Shaw, crap game, which is unfortunate with Shaw as well. He's been great this season, but Shaw yesterday was crap. McFred, Maguire, pair of crap. Crap yesterday, not good enough. Rashford got the goal. I think he tried, but he was on the right-hand side. Probably needed to be on the left-hand side, to be honest. Bruno, I think he was the only one that showed some balls and that wanted to win the game. Pogba had a crap game as well, losing possession, and Cavani was running around like a madman, to be honest. I fancy Cavani to score. I'd say 9 of those players had a crap game. 2 players only had a decent game. Bruno Fernandes and Wan-Bissaka had a decent game, to be honest. I'll have to give it them 2, to be honest. How do we beat Fulham now? Obviously, we've got Fulham in our next game on Tuesday night. Looking forward to this one. I think the season's done and dusted now. You know, they're relegated, they go into the Championship. But obviously, yet to play Southampton this weekend. And they've only got 2 days to prepare for this one. I think they'll be a bit frustrated that playing the game this weekend and they got to play again on Tuesday. So they don't have a lot of time to prepare for this one either. We beat Fulham earlier on this season. Can't remember what their stadium's called. We beat them 2-1, which was a good victory. We only did it by 1 goal. I think against Fulham now, this is a must-win. It's a must-win. It's must 3 points. We cannot afford to drop points here unless you'll be thinking, well, you cannot let this down to other teams around us to bottle it. We've got to win this game, hands down. So must-win, must 3 points. If we get the 3 points here, and if Leicester don't get a result against Chelsea on the weekend, second is ours. I think second was ours a few weeks ago, to be honest. What we need to do against this Fulham team, I think, they're a hard-working team. They try to do different things. They do try different formations, but I think, things have gone wrong for Scott Parker this season by trying too many different formations and too many different systems that they've not been able to adapt to, obviously, this season in the Premier League. Obviously, I've written down a few things about Fulham. Obviously, the one thing that gets me with our players, and we like to do this a lot, is where we social distance and we don't close them down. And what we have to do is when they've got the ball, we have to go and close them down and try and force them to make that mistake. I think they're dangerous on the attack. They've got players to do it. The likes of Lamina, Lookman, and Madja. They're going to be dangerous on the attack. I think they'll come into this game nothing to play for. They'll look to try and get a point. Probably try play with a low block as well. Something about Fulham as well, they can't deal with the ball over the top as well. I think we also created the goal from where the ball came over the top, but they did it again. They can't deal with the ball over the top as well. And obviously, whenever any team concedes a goal, the defending's not organised as well. And they're another team where you've got to capitalise on their mistakes as well. They will make mistakes. I think they will anyway. You can tell that they work a lot on their set pieces a lot because they know where to put the ball in the dangerous areas on the set pieces as well. And when other teams do that to us, we can't defend properly, and that's the fact that where you're thinking, well, are we going to trust this defence against this Fulham side? And obviously there's going to be fans in the stadium as well, which I'm looking forward to as well, to have back in. Hopefully that'll help the team out as well. But what we need to do against them, I think one of them is we must defend properly against them. Second one is we need to stretch them out. I think I have to stretch out this Fulham team, try and make it an open game, an end-to-end game. We must play. We need to try play it direct as well. I reckon. Try play it narrow and try play it direct. And they struggle as well. When the opposition plays direct as well. And I think you have to get in between the lines as well. And when they make the mistakes, you have to capitalise on their mistakes as well. And it's all about you have to take our chances. We have to take our chances against them lot. I think Fulham will be coming to us thinking, nothing to play for. We're already relegated. They'll look to try and get a point out of this. I think they'll try to play with a low block, but it's up to us what we do. I think we've got to make sure that we secure second place. I think it's crucial for us. This is a must win. This is a must 3 points for us. We cannot afford to drop points against Fulham. I mean, the last 2 games are gone now. You have to look ahead now to the next one against Fulham. But I'm expecting a good game, I think. I think they'll give us a game. I think they'll fight till minute 1 to minute 90, and we've got to do our job. Not only just defendingly, but offensively as well. We know that we're dangerous on the counter-attack, and they know that we've got dangerous players to really get them on the run of play as well. And but we need to be ready for this one against Fulham. They'll give us a game, but they'll be hopeful of getting something out of this. They know it's Man United. They know that they're already relegated. So give them a game. High intensity, high tempo, get on the front foot. And I think when we get the first goal, maintain it. Because at the end of the day, it's not like we've got another game on Friday. We play this game against Fulham, and then we don't really play then till the Sunday. So maintain that fluidity, maintain that intensity, maintain that tempo. Because you won't be playing then till the Sunday. So go and attack them. They'll be there for the taking. Go for them. High intensity, high tempo. Play with a higher line, and then when you play with a higher line, you've got a better chance of showing that intensity and the tempo and the high press as well. And when you give them the hard press, be ruthless as well. Be ruthless against them. And when you get the first goal, go for the second goal. Go for the third goal. And when you get the third goal, then you're thinking, well, let's try and see this out. Let's actually get a clean sheet for once as well against the poor Fulham side at the end of the day. Anyway, getting into the goals now. First goal, Fred passed the ball to Pogba. Great ball from Pogba to Rashford. Rashford controls it, pass the ball to Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka pulls it back, pass to Bruno. Bruno shoots and Phillips scores an own goal for 1-0. Second goal, Shaw passed the ball to Bruno. Bruno back heels it to Rashford. Rashford passed the ball to Cavani. Cavani plays the ball through to Rashford, and Rashford scores for 3-2. Getting to the possession now for Man United, it was 53.3%, and for Liverpool, it was 46.7%. Goals for United, it was 2, and for Liverpool, it was 4. Total shots for Man United, it was 18, and for Liverpool, it was 17. Shots on target for Man United, it was 3, and for Liverpool, it was 8. Shot accuracy for Man United, it was 16.7%, and for Liverpool, it was 47.1%. Shots inside the box for Man United, it was 13, and for Liverpool, it was 14. Shots outside the box for Man United, it was 5, and for Liverpool, it was 3. Total passes for Man United, it was 511 passes, and for Liverpool, it was 454 passes. The pass accuracy for Man United, it was 78.9%. And for Liverpool, it was 78.9% as well. Getting into the substitutions now, Fred went off for Green. We'll talk about Fred's performance. Mildly better than McTominay, but still inferior than Fabinho, Thiago and Wijnaldum. Helped Liverpool make it 3-1. Bailey went off for Matic. Talk about Bailey's performance. Unfortunate, the penalty he entirely conceded was not upheld. Reckless, rash and another undeserving represent of a generous contract. Next up, we've got Fulham. Obviously, Fulham are 18th in the table. Like I said then, I think Fulham are going to come to Old Trafford. They know that the season's wrapped up. They know that they're relegated now. They know that there's nothing to play for. I think they'll come to Old Trafford and try to get a point. We'll try to play with a low block, and I think it's up to us that we need to go and attack this game. Must win, must 3 points. We cannot afford to drop points against Fulham. We have 2 tough games this week. That's out the way with. Let's look forward to next week against Fulham. We need to try and maintain the intensity and the tempo against them. Get in between the lines, take your chances, and they'll be there for the taking anyway for them. Nothing to play for now. They know the season's over. They know they're going back to the Championship. Things have gone wrong for them. Let's give them a game, and let's give them a good old battering to see it off just before they go back down to the Championship. Give them a game. I think they'll fight from minute 1 to minute 90. We need to show that energy and maintain it then for the rest of the 90 minutes, because we won't be playing then to the Sunday. So you'd be thinking Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 4 games to be prepared for Wolves. Go for it against Fulham now. You've got nothing to play for. Go for it. We need the 3 points. Must win, but cannot afford to drop points. It's a must win. We've got to win this game against Fulham now. After losing back-to-back games, go for it against Fulham now. We've got to go for it. It's a must 3 points as well. So far, Fulham are scoring 0.7 goals per game, and so far, Fulham are conceding 1.3 goals per game. Fulham have the 7th worst defence in the league. Fulham have won 5, drawn 9, and lost 18. They've lost to Arsenal 3-0, Leeds 4-3, Villa 3-0, Wolves 1-0, Palace 2-1, West Ham 1-0, Man City 2-0, Chelsea 1-0, Man United 2-1, Leicester 2-0, Tottenham 1-0, Man City 3-0, Leeds 2-1, Villa 3-1, Wolves 1-0, Chelsea 2-0 and Burnley 2-0. Burnley have lost 6 games away from home. Fulham are now relegated. There's nothing to play for. The last time Man United beat Fulham was on Wednesday the 20th of January 2021 and it ended 2-1 to United. The last time Man United lost to Fulham was on Saturday the 19th of December 2009 and it ended 3-0 to Fulham. The players to look out for is Areola, Tete, Anderson, Tosun, Bryan, Kearney, Reed, Loftus-Cheek, Lamina, Harrison, Reed, Zumbo, Augustina, Mitrovic, Cavaleiro, Lookman and Madja. Hope you guys have enjoyed another video. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe to my channel if you are new, and I'll see you guys in a video in the next couple of days, and peace.